She cares. She does this because she cares, and that's the truth. I know people say those type of things all the time, right? But I've seen how much it takes out of her. I've seen her do a few readings in a day and be completely drained to the point of almost being sick. But she wouldn't stop doing it. And yes, she enjoys it, but more importantly, she really wants to help somebody, or people going through a difficult time, or people that maybe not going through a difficult time. They just want to hear from people, the loved ones that they miss. So.
You can't explain having a mom that was better than most. I wouldn't say better, but different in a lot of ways.
Was the first time you ever noticed that maybe mom was a little bit different?
I was about 9, and she started doing readings for really close friends when we lived in North Carolina. And she would, it was weird. They'd ask her about things and she'd talk to them, and they'd give her something personal at the time. She'd be like, do you have something personal? And so she'd be holding it, she'd be rubbing it, and she'd start telling them things, and they'd be freaking out. Like, oh my God, that was the house I lived in. That was my room color. How do you know that? And so, yeah, I was about 9. Yeah, it was because she could do things that most moms couldn't. Your moms could do this and that for you, but I was like, hey, my mom can do this, which is totally different than most moms.
Right.
So it's kind of nice because I could, brag about my mom. I didn't say it a whole lot to a lot of people because, it's not something that anybody that's close to you doesn't understand. But close friends would be like, oh my God, that's awesome. Can we do this? No. I'm not going to bug my mom. It's my mom.
Right.
You got to leave her alone.
You have a brother too. Let's bring up your brother. Is there 4 children?
1.
No, how can there be 1 when you got a brother? Hello, there's 4. Thank you. Let's give a clap to the right. That's how men have life. So did you forget I know they're probably got some. You got half, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they still count. Okay. You can't just wipe them off. That's what I'm here. But only 2 from your father, from him, and then there's 2 from your mother from another man. Correct?
Okay.
Is that right? That's right. Oh, on the mother's side, there's 2. Okay. Do you know that now that she told you you have 4? Okay. Now, your father is grabbing his chest.
Yes.
Did he have a heart attack?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's it's strong. It was just another one of those, bam, Dad's gone.
Mm-hmm.
He was alone. He was alone when he had his heart attack. He felt he was alone. But did your brother because he said that my son found, one of the sons found, my son found me. Is that
Yes.
you?
No.
Your brother?
Yes.
Yeah. He said, my son found me. I'm sorry, because when I feel it, it's like it's hard for me to, because it takes me a minute to, you know. That was a talk of the family, because you were really close. Do you have his guns?
Yes.
Okay, he's glad you have his guns. That means a lot to him. You and your brother split him up, but there was no major argument. There was a little bit of argument, he said, because he kind of disagreed on which one got which gun. So there was a disagreement. Your brother.
She knows how to reach people. She knows how to contact loved ones, and what she does is moving. It's incredible. So
As a friend, how is she?
she's wonderful. Great friend. My name is Joe Colosa.
And how do you know Diane?
Oh, I met her through a friend. I own the Al Ringling Mansion in Baraboo, Wisconsin, and she actually comes out and does some events for us at the mansion. And my wife and I have become very good friends with her and her husband, Robert.
So how did you find out she had a special gift?
Through the mutual friend. He had filled me in and told me what she is capable of doing. So.
Okay, and have you witnessed it?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
can you tell me what you've experienced?
Sure. The first time that I met Diane, she came to the Al Ringling Mansion, and our mansion supposedly is full of spirits. And she had gone through the house, and she was able, with me, and she was able to communicate with the spirits that were in the house. And she was telling me things that they were telling her that she couldn't have possibly known, which was really amazing. And then when we were done going through the house and we were done talking to the Ringling family that we feel haunts that house, then she was able to get in communication with my family and some of my friends, and it was just unprecedented what she was able to do.
Some of the things she told you about the Ringling family, were you able to confirm after the fact some of the things?
Oh, I was able to confirm it as it was happening because I had been doing research on the Ringling family since I was young, so.
Okay.
My name is Beth Mauer, I'm Diane's granddaughter. The first time, I don't know, I've known she's done it for a long time. I mean, I've known her since I was really young, so she's always done stuff with my friends. I guess the first time would be with my friends. She would just kind of say something out of the blue, and then my friends would be like, oh my god. I'm like, oh my god, you're right, how did you know that? So I guess it was just something I always kind of grew up with. You know, you get used to it, and it's fun to see people's faces. I guess that was a big step for her because I know she struggled with it for a very, very, very long time. And we've always talked about it. We've always been like, well, what's your view on it about like religion-wise and stuff, and talked about it, and finally she's like, you know what, I want to do it. You know, if he didn't want me to do it, I probably would have a lot of bad luck by now. Or some sort of karma would come and get her in the ass by now. But no, it's been going really good since she came out of the closet, so you know, I'm glad she got out and did it all. So she's got a lot of support from like her daughter, you know, me, my sisters and stuff like that. There is some people who don't necessarily like it because of religion, but I don't think they really fully understand. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Okay.
There was a mother and daughter, and just seeing their faces, just like as soon as she would say something, their face would just be like, oh my god, and then instantly start crying. But you know, they start crying during everything, and then right after they feel so much better, and that's the part I like the most. Is right when they're like, thank you, Diane, thank you for everything that you've done, and you know, it's helped me a lot, because they lose, you know, the biggest part of their life sometimes, and it helps them really get through everything.
We're close. This kid. Seth? Seth? Carol, do you feel anything? Seth? Seth? I feel to my right now, not my left. Seth? 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 Such a quiet voice. Seth! I get arrested. Seth? Did you hear that? Seth? You see? Close to this kid. Seth! Do you know?
It's your house.
That's what I remember that. Isn't that brown?
Yeah.
It's brown?
Mhm.
That's what I said. I said a brown house. It's not their house. Seth. Seth. I don't want them to hear me hollering either. If they would just come holler for this kid and look. You know what I mean? They can go this road next and just kind of follow. I wish I could go to the house, to the window, went out. You know
Why
what I
can't
mean?
you?
I don't know. They won't let us there, I don't think. Seth. This ain't gonna work. Unless I go in. Seth. Where was the house? It's not his house. Listen. I need to go.
We got company.
Proud of her. I am really proud of her. It took a lot because there's a lot of family and a lot of friends that don't understand it. Even in my friends, kind of like shy away a little bit. But that's what she is and that's what she does and what makes her happy. So I'm proud of her. I can't complain. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not in a bad way. She's very loving. It's all out of love. It's nothing negative. She does it because she wants to. And it's very heartfelt, and it means a lot to her to help other people.
Let it go. And after we were married, I have to think, probably 3-4 years, we were in the Philippines of all places. And we're standing at a bus stop and late at night, and there's a guy in the Air Force standing there, and she says, I've got to talk to him, and she has a way of just walking up to strangers. And so she walked up and she said, I've got to talk to you, and she started talking to him. I heard part of the conversation. I wasn't in on a lot of it, but the next thing I know, he's crying, he starts pacing, and he comes back to her and he starts asking her questions and all this stuff. And he had just lost his dad and his wife, and he had just lost a baby. But even though he was crying, he was, because I think this is a horrible thing. This is because you're making people cry. But it was a good thing because it was tears of joy. It was. He needed to hear those things. And then from that point on, I think that was my turning point in, September of 1990 or whatever date that was. That was kind of my turning point of, this is a true gift, not just, I guess she's never really come out until recently, to everybody, but she's always done it for friends or on occasion, something like that. But she's kind of hit it, I guess is the right word. When I see the people, anybody that leaves here hugs her. She's gone through a big box of Kleenex, and, but they leave feeling better than when they came in, and that to me is I don't know.
Awesome. It's overwhelming in the beginning to have so many people, but when I get out there, it's like I'm a whole different person. It's like it just takes over, because before I go on, I'm so nervous. I keep thinking, what if nothing comes through? And that's my biggest worry. But once I get out there, it's just like, it just happens. It just takes over, and it just goes easy. Diane Doyle. I'm a medium.
And how do you know you're a medium? When did you know you were a medium?
I've really never not known. It's just something I've just always...
What was it like when you were a kid? I
remember when I was a child, I didn't want to leave my bedroom at night. I was scared to go to the bathroom, and my ears would ring all the time at night. I would just be like, and I'd go down to my mom and dad's bed crying, and they'd let me sleep with them. So I knew something was kind of different, what was wrong with me. I don't know, but I was scared at night when I was little. I didn't understand it until the first time I really knew something was different with me was at 15. When I was 15, I really knew. And that was, I was sitting next to some woman that was going to have a baby, and I just felt very uncomfortable. And I knew something was not right. And I had to move. And when her child was born, it was born with a cut palace and a hair lip. And I felt bad. I felt like, did I do something wrong? But it wasn't me. It was just, I realized it was just something I knew. And then it was things like our dogs at home would be sick. And I would stay up with them at night, and then the next day they were fine. Things like that, just odd things happened to me.
So, what about being able to receive messages from those who've passed on?
I never understood how I did it. It's a learning thing. I don't think anybody knows exactly how it's done. So in the beginning, I thought I had to hold something that belonged to people, because I really didn't. As a matter of fact, back when I started, there was no real people to follow like there are now on TV and stuff. So I would hold something that belonged to them, thinking that I would connect that way, because when I would go into an antique store or things that, I would feel all these emotions, And then I didn't understand that either, the emotions I was feeling. So when the very first time I would just hold something to somebody's and thought that's, holding it would give me energy to get what was going on, the reading, and as time progressed, I realized I didn't need anything. I just learned I don't have to have anything to hold. It just comes to me. I never second guess when I'm reading someone. If I second guess what I see or feel, then it will be wrong. I have to go with the first thing that I see, and then I'm right. It's if I second guess at anything in life.
Right.
I'm usually pretty good about the homes we've lived in. I see it. I know where we're gonna live, and I just poor Bobby can't get away with anything. He cannot get away with anything. Bless his heart.
Funny. So, like you said, there was nobody really to follow back in those days.
No.
So how did you put two and two together? What was going on that you had a gift that other people didn't have?
When else talked about it, no one would say, "Oh, I can do this," or "I didn't see anybody doing it." As a matter of fact, the spirituals camp in Waniwak, I went there a few times when I was younger, and every time I'd go, they would say, "Do you know you have this gift?" So they knew, and then it got to where I would read them. So I would spend my time reading the person that was supposed to be reading me, and they would be like, "Do you want to come work for us?" So it was just things. And then I heard about the University of Arizona. They were doing studies on people that had gifts, and I contacted them, and I was scared to fly there. So instead of flying, they did mine over the phone. So they would study me over the phone, and I call them cold readings, where I didn't know the person, couldn't see him, and I would talk to him over the phone, and I would read him over the phone.
Okay.
And they said I was amazing.
So you did the university study. What made you want to come out?
This actually got bigger than me. It really, truly did. I mean, there would come a point where I was struggling so hard, and I was sick a lot. And I know people would say, "You're sick all the time, you're sick all the time." But I was holding it all in, and I wasn't able to let it out because I didn't want people to know. And some people do criticize me, and some family members want to disown me. But I can't make it go away. It's who I am. So when I finally decided to come out big, I discussed it with God, and I said, "God, if this is what you truly want me to do, I will do this." And I was having surgery the next day, and I said, "Get me through this surgery, and I will do what you ask of me." And I woke up from anesthesia, I guess, and I wasn't aware of it, but I was reading all the nurses, and Dr. Weber, my orthopedic surgeon, asked me if I remembered that, and I did not. And he said, "I don't know what you have, Diane, but you have a gift, and you need to use it. It's an amazing thing." And I think that's a pretty good big sign from God right there. And I said, "I'm not going to hide it anymore." And since I came out, I actually do feel better. I don't have colds all the time. I've had a couple little hiccups. I get tired, but I actually feel better. Things don't bother me as much. I don't deal with drama with people anymore. I am who I am, and if they don't like it, I'm the one that has to answer for it, not them. I never want to get to the point where it gets so big that people leave unhappy. It shouldn't be about the money. It shouldn't be about thousands of people and only 5 readings. This is about connecting people and letting them know that there's more to life than just this. That when we die, our energy is still here. Our loved ones are still here. They're with us right now. They're with you right now. Our loved ones will never leave us.
What's the one thing you'd like people to know about yourself? Besides being a medium. Tough one, huh?
How much I really do. How much I really do care. And how much this has not been easy. And that I really do love people and I really do care. I mean, this is who I am. And that's all I can, I have to accept it. So.